Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. This time it's an Amouage, and quite a special Amouage. Couple of reasons. A, this is a very good fragrance. Number two, this fragrance was created under the stewardship of Christopher Chong, and I believe this one, or Portrayal, either of those two. Portrayal I've already reviewed. Portrayal, or this one, Overture, is probably his last fragrance. So this is basically Christopher Chong's swan song, and typical to his style, he's basically named it Overture, which, in case you didn't know, means the opening of an opera or an orchestra or whatever you would want to picture in your head. So this is basically the beginning for as far as Christopher Chong is concerned. So Overture, released 2019. This was released as a sort of a Harrod exclusive, and now it's available everywhere, also on the website. This is one of the pricey ones, and I tell you what, I really enjoyed it. I've had an official sample. Here you go, and I've used about, as you can see, this is a 2 ml official sample. I've used more than an ml, worn it more than 5 times, one spray each time, just to get to the nuances of the fragrance. And you'll find, if you're trying to learn a fragrance, you'll find that if you go less, one spray only, you'll learn more about the fragrance, especially if the fragrance is a niche, a complex niche fragrance. So, let's start. Overture by Amouage. Right. Wow. The moment you spray it, right, this is such a unique fragrance. When you smell it, you get multiple things thrown at you. But what stands out is a note of cognac. This has been inspired by the gypsy culture, and cognac, I do not know much about it, but I think it features a lot with European gypsies. And this is it. This is cognac mixed with a very animalic leather. Quite smoky, buttery smoky. So it's basically as if you're smelling butter, salted butter, smoke, cognac, cumin, big cumin, mixed with something which is turning towards a sweet amber, myrrh, very slightly. This fragrance is full on spicy, woody amber, very dry spices, yeah? Not like Lair du Desert Marocain, which is also a dry, spicy amber, but in the same family. But here, the notes are so beautifully blended, it just comes across as a very smooth and elegant, sort of a spicy animalic amber. I forgot to mention, the parfumer is Karine, can't remember her second name. She's done some amazing work for Amouage. I'll put a picture up. Spener, Karine Spener. That's the name. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly. So the moment you spray it, you'll be greeted with booze, cognac, and then suddenly the surprise for me is grapefruit. The kind of grapefruit which has been used in Bleu de Chanel, right? Surprised me completely. The grapefruit is able to fight all these heavy notes and come up. And then, as the fragrance slowly moves towards the middle stages, comes the amber layer. It's a heavy amber layer, so you have myrrh, you have olibanum, and you also have smoky incense. The fragrance is very smoky in about 15 minutes or so. But keep the spices in mind. So at the top there is cumin, there's also nutmeg and cardamom, and a little bit of cinnamony sort of feel to it. But mostly it's cumin. Very spicy, dry, woody, lovely fragrance, and the grapefruit just takes over. Out of these, among these heavy notes, there's a grapefruit, and this grapefruit is magical. And I think that's what creates this sort of a spicy orange lotion, not anything else, lotion, orangey lotion. Think of the viscosity of lotion, oily or creamy kind of a feel to it. This is the fragrance in the middle stages. The dry down is even more better. The animalic leather, which you get at the top and the middle, slightly recedes, right? And the fragrance starts to take a very surprising gourmand turn, and that's because of sandalwood, creamy sandalwood. And this gourmandy olibanum smell mixed with creamy sandalwood, slightly animalic amber, mostly it's labdanum, sister's labdanum. The myrrh is there in the background, and that grapefruit all the way with cumin. What an astoundingly creative fragrance. This is amazing. And the bottle's color is fully justified. It's exactly how you feel when you wear this fragrance. It's a frosted glass, orange peeking through it. Beautiful fragrance. I hope I've done justice to the scent because it's a complex fragrance. And I really enjoy such fragrances. That's why I've given it 5 wears, just to do a review. Normally 1 or 2 wears is enough, but no, not with this one. So, pros and cons. Number 1 pro. After a long time, Amouage have come up with a fragrance which really justifies its price tag. It's an expensive fragrance. This is very well made with all those nuances I talked about. Dry spices, beautiful smoky amber, animalic leather, and the gourmand creamy sandalwood. This creates a very, very nice complex scent signature, if you like. And the number 2 would be the absolute, creativity of this fragrance. That, the materials are expensive. Creativity is amazing. The scent is so unique. It's just, I haven't smelled anything which smells like this. Overture is a stunner. Really, really nice fragrance. Downsides, don't go towards this fragrance if you don't like animalic leather or animalic scents, or if you don't have experience with complex niche fragrances. Number 2, performance, particularly projection. The projection of this fragrance is so low after about 1 hour or 2 hours that you will have real difficulty justifying 250 or 280 pounds for this fragrance. The projection goes down substantially and becomes skin scent in about 1 and 1.5 hours time. So that's the problem I can see when you spend so much money. So that's the real problem. Now, seasons to wear this fragrance. This is a cold weather scent. Autumn, winter, early spring, maybe, if you live in a cold country. Those are the seasons, occasions to wear it. This is where amber fragrances shine. Evening time, when you're in the company of people, because you're wearing something which is quite weird and wacky initially. So you wouldn't want to risk wearing this to an occasion or a place where people are mostly unknown, like office, like new date, first date, that kind of thing. It'll not suit. It's probably risky. But if you're at home, going out shopping, celebrating Christmas, whatever, New Year, you can wear this. It's a cold weather, beautiful, boozy, spicy amber. Lovely fragrance. You have to choose the occasion wisely. Performance. See, the longevity is about 6 to 7 hours. 5 to 7 hours, let's say. Depending on your skin chemistry, the weather conditions you live in. Longevity is, I would say, medium. Yeah? Projection is low, as I said. Sillage, it's pretty high. If you put 2 sprays under your shirt, I put 1 spray and I could smell it whenever I moved. So high quality materials normally tend to do that. So sillage is high. And longevity, as I said, sort of medium longevity. Compliment factor depends on who smells you. Amber fragrances generally tend to get you a compliment or so, especially from the opposite sex. So depending on who smells you, there's a chance you would get a compliment. But this is such a creative scent, you wouldn't mind if you didn't, right? Price point. See, this is the most expensive normal Amouage, apart from the Opuses. Opuses are more than 350 per 100 ml, right? This one is among the higher price bracket when it comes to a normal Amouage fragrance. So I would say, bear in mind the performance isn't great. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 because on the price factor, because the scent is so good, yeah. But performance is where it becomes a little bit of a mediocre scent, and it may not be for everybody. So on the price point, I would give it a 9. Overall, now age groups, and is it wearable by females? I think so. Women love wearing these sort of spicy amber fragrances because their skin chemistry behaves in a different way to men's. So I think this is wearable. If you're a lady watching this, absolutely give it a try. At least sample it. Age groups. Depends. You know, this is one such fragrance. It has this youthful exuberance of grapefruit mixed with cognac and the beautiful warm amber, the creamy sandalwood. These are all modern notes. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're a 25-year-old and you really like the fragrance, the smell of it. So overall, what do I think? I think this is a full bottle worthy. As far as my tastes are concerned, I really like animalic scents. I like warm amber. I like spicy fragrances done beautifully. And most importantly, I like multifaceted, complex fragrances when I'm spending $300, right? So this is a full bottle worthy fragrance as far as my tastes are concerned. Because of the performance, it will leave a little lingering dissatisfaction in my mind that I'm not getting the kind of performance I hoped I would. I hope people would smell me. That kind of a doubt in your head. So that's why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think this is a very, very nice Amouage fragrance. Give it a try. Performance could be a bummer. Price point could be another one. That's why I'm giving it 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoy the reviews, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.